I've just been alerted by the interwebs that we're probably not going to have the internet tonight and probably for a bit of tomorrow. I guess there are some coronal mass ejections. This is something I would expect of Samantha Carter from SG1 to be saying. Oh, a news person said it. So we're not going to have it. The internet is closing, folks. Nothing we can do about it. It's going to be EM. It's going to screw up EM bands and everything, and it's already affecting the interwebs. So I'm gonna do what I do best, which is have myself. Oh, look at that! Oh, get that in there. That's my Chef Boyardee pizza sauce. So yeah, on the off chance that the interwebs doesn't agree with me tonight, because it's been playing havoc with me already, and we're not even at the evening, I'm going to try to take out, I guess I could see the Aurora Borealis tonight. The Northern Lights will be visible today, if it's clear enough, I guess. That's if it isn't roasted alive by a coronal mass ejection. It's a flare from the sun. It's just a flare. So, yeah, the internet's going to shut down tonight due to electromagnetic influence. And that has me a little concerned because I was going to stream tonight. So, Blue and Eric, and if for some reason the internet does close tonight and I can't lock in, well, sometimes acts of God, they keep you from streaming. So I figured I'd leave this little note for you guys to watch later. To go, okay, if you don't see me tonight, that's probably what happened. Is the interweb got broken by the coronal mass ejection. It's news. I'm not lying about this. Go look at it. It's going to tell you there are sunspots, and it's throwing stuff at the earth, and we don't have an umbrella. And so that's going to disrupt everything on the EM range, which is electromagnetic, which means when you can't figure out why your internet's gone out, this is your heads up, is, but with any luck, it'll probably be remedied. Ooh, I didn't set my timer. Alexa, set a timer for 16 minutes.
16 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. I mean, I just put the pizza in, so I gotta keep an eye out for that pizza. But no, I'm a little disheartened that the internet's shutting down tonight. But that's what the news says. The news says we're probably going to experience the interweb, and we'll get to see the Northern Lights if you live in northern states. But they said even as far south as Alabama. So if you're that far south, even better. But so yeah, so to all my peeps, to Blue and to good old Gun 42, I'll miss you. And then there's and Eric, and then we got it's just so many people I miss. There's Jean Papi. I miss you, Jean Papi. But hopefully maybe none of us will crash the internet at all. Maybe it's just a big hubbubaloo about nothing, and that this coronal mass ejection is only going to be a flicker. Maybe it'll just be a flicker. Everything will be fine. I'm going to have a positive outlook, put a little positive spin on it. Otherwise, it'll be pandemonium. In which case, I'm staying indoors anyway. There will be no Friday night antics unless the internet stays functional. So that's it. You write your local Sun and you let it know to stop spewing coronal ejections at us. I didn't mean to make the Sun excited. And yet the Sun is throwing its rays at us. The Sun is. I'm not in control of this. The government's not in control of this. The Sun's just deciding it's going to do it. And then everyone else is looking and going, wow, can we do anything about it? No, pretty much this is kind of like the meteor on its way to the planet scenario where can we do it? Well, we could send up a shuttle, maybe, and that'll shield half a state, maybe. But they'll never get that together because, it's the way it works. Some people are going to be partisan. They're going to be like, yes, there are sunspots, but they're not liberal sunspots. They're Republican sunspots. Now, you understand, these sunspots are unbiased. These are undeclared sunspots. They have no party affiliation. Sunspots don't care whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. They're going to take out your internet anyway. It wasn't Al-Qaeda. It wasn't Al Jazeera. It wasn't Smokey the Bear. It was corona projections from our own sun. That sun that we rely on to grow our plants and to keep us warm and to sun us in the summer. I mean, I love the sun, but I don't like it when it spits at me. I mean, I'll still love it all the same, but if it gets a little warm today, it doesn't say anything about that. Funny part, it's all electromagnetic, but for some reason we're not going to get an increase in temperature, which I thought is a little interesting. But, when you're dealing with coronal mass emissions, can we give the sun some penicillin to control those emissions? Can we get the sun to eat activated charcoal? Because that might make the coronal mass emissions less stinky. Maybe that'll protect our internet. And as down as I am to see the Northern Lights, I don't know. I don't know. Would I trade the internet for an evening to see the Northern Lights from where I'm standing? Well, I'm not going to see it from within my house, but I mean, 10 feet to the left. I might for a night if I knew it was coming back at a certain time, if it was scheduled. I mean, everyone stopped for the eclipse, and I was a little disappointed because it didn't get fully dark. I figured it was going to be something like out of the movies where, ooh, everything just changed. It's dark during the day. I will return the sun when you obey. But no, it didn't really get dark. I mean, it got dimmer, and then it got lighter again. And then it was over. And I kind of felt like, I didn't get my money's worth. I didn't get to see the full disc. I only got a sliver of the eclipse. Sigh. So that's going on tonight. The coronal mass emission supposed to go tonight into tomorrow and possibly even into Sunday, according to what the news says. Now, they are weathermen, which means, these are all theories until it actually happens. And then they play, how close did we get? They have like the little potluck lotto. Where they're like, did we do it? Did we call it right? And then they high five each other if they call it right. And then if they don't, they go, well, we did our best. And now people are wet. And again, that's fine. But coronal mass emissions, the last time I had a coronal mass emission, I had to go to the hospital. And the fact that the sun's having one, I know it's all plasma. But that was the problem. The first time I had a coronal mass emission, it was the plasma. I'd taken too much plasma and I had to get rid of that plasma the only way I could, and that was rectally. I'm sorry. But I gotta tell you the truth. I gotta tell you my personal truth as vulgarly as I possibly can. Coronal mass emissions are not to be screwed with or taken lightly. And yet, here I am joking about the fact the internet is going to close tonight. We're going to see the Northern Lights, and then aliens are going to come down. I'm adding that last one. And aliens are finally going to show up, and they're going to come down in the saucers. They're coming down in Danielson, Connecticut. I'm telling you, tonight, midnight. They're going to come down right over the bank hometown. And they're going to hover over that building. And then they're going to do, the disc is going to do the little wah, 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 wah. And the light's going to come down. and then the northern lights will sparkle, and we'll be like, oh, first time we've ever seen the northern lights up here this far into the United States. And everyone will get excited. And then the aliens are going to take back hometown. They're just going to take it. They're not going to kill anybody. They're just going to take the building and they're going to bring it back and they're going to throw it into the sun to stop the mass coronal emissions. And that will save the internet. And we're going to owe it all to the aliens in the little saucer disc. Now streaming on Hulu. Sorry, no, I'm just joking about the aliens. The coronal mass emissions happening right now. The sun is spewing at us. It's spewing plasma. Actually spewing electromagnetic waves, from what I understand. And I am not a physicist. I just play one on TV. And that's all right, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it. Because last time they said the coronal mass emission was going to take out Florida, and Florida's still there. So I think it depends on who you're getting the science from. But there are sunspots, and there are emissions going on right now. And I don't just mean in my trousers. I'm not wearing trousers. I am wearing pants. I'm actually wearing pajamas. I feel like maybe I'm overprotected because I got underwear and pajamas on. Like over the underwear. Is that like double your pleasure, double your fun? I'm keeping my cream filling all fresh. From the coronal mass ejections from the sun. I got to make sure I have clean underwear during the coronal mass ejections. Oh, the last time... See, I'm excited. I'm so excited about the mass ejection. Here, let me put this down. Please note I'm wearing a cool t-shirt. Cool for summer. Oh, wait. The Coca-Cola. Oh. Delicious. Oh, I see. I feel like I could taste that delicious sugariness going into me. Now I'm all stuffy in the nose. Really, I'm very excited because I got not only for the coronal mass ejections that are going on right now, and that are going to take the internet down any second, they say. So it's nice knowing you guys. But I'm also excited because I get to see maybe the Aurora Borealis, and even more so, I got my Chef Boyardee pizza sauce on my homemade pizza cooking in the oven right now. And I have a problem. I have an addiction to Chef Boyardee pizza sauce. They don't pay me. They should, because I eat a lot of their sauce, because I didn't realize that you could legally put heroin in sauce. I have like 7 cans left in my pantry. I'm going to have to buy another 10 more next time I go. That's how good it is to me. I don't know what they put in it. Even after I lay the sauce on the pizza, I'm like taking the spoon like it was frosting. Like, this is great. I'm going to put it in an IV. I'm going to take in my Chef Boyardee pizza sauce while I'm sleeping. I've got problems. It's out of control. All because of Chef Boyardee. And not the cool one that you saw not the cool one you saw in the movie. The one is Insidious. He's drugging his pizza sauce, and he's got me in his hands. Sorry, is that over the top? I can never tell. So yeah, I wanted to leave that little message in an electronic lifeboat for Eric and Blue and for Little Bits, who carries my wrench. I like the person who carries my wrench. Guys, you need a good wrench carrier. But that's it. All right. So coronal mass emission happening tonight. I'm going to try to stream if the internet behaves. If not, then I will see you when I see you. Enjoy your day. Beep. I'm poking at the off. Oh, wait. Oh, poke.